Hey everybody, 7 o'clock Sunday night. How is everybody? Where is everybody? A friend of mine said if they check my next live, will they see jazz hands? So for Joanne, jazz hands. Here you go. So where is everybody? I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope I did this right because I don't see anybody. But I'm sure there's people on here, even though I don't see anybody. So I still don't see anybody, but I am sure there's people out there. Hey, Jane, how are you? And Rosemary, how are you too? Hi, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys. It's really happy. Amy, how are you? It's good to see you guys. And it's so nice to be here, even though I got to tell you that I was going to be almost late. Because thanks, Rosemary. I know now it picked up, right? Lisa, I just saw your post. So you live close to the restaurant. Hey, Penny. Hey, Nancy. How are you? Mark, how are you too? So I was almost late because we decided to get Elix out and we went to a restaurant in Providence, La Gran Parada, which is on Broad Street. And it was fantastic. But when we were getting ready to, there was so much food. And on the way home, we didn't have dessert there. I don't think they have dessert there. In any case, we stopped at Greg's on North Main Street. So now anyone, hey, David, Lisa Johnson, not too far. Hey, Becky. Anyone who's from Rhode Island knows, right? Greg's and dessert. So we stopped for like a couple of pieces of cake to eat it here. And across the street from Greg's, what is there? A Dollar Tree store. So we stopped for Elix's mom because, as you have probably seen on videos, that Consuelo is addicted to these stores and can be in there forever. And I thought we were going to be late. But I'm here. It's all good. And Elix is doing fabulous. He's doing really well. It was good to get him out. And tomorrow will be 3 weeks. Tuesday we go for the follow-up, so crossing fingers that the staples come out. But he's really doing amazing for 3 weeks. And he actually drove down to Providence, and when I came out to the garage, him and his mother were already in the car, and I'm like, what are you doing? And he was driving. So I just can only do so much with him, right? So you know what? Also, you know how I always, as Elix always says, I always bring some craziness. I love the stars and the hearts. Hey, look what I found from when I was a teller. Isn't this so funny? Look it. When I was in college, I was a teller at Bank of New England, and then actually it was Old Colony, changed to Bank of New England, and then went to Citizens Bank. And I wasn't supposed to take this, but you know me, I don't follow rules, and of course I love this. So, and then I can just swap it around, and I can show you next teller, please. So. Next, maybe I should put next spirit, please, right? So this was kind of funny to find. But the greatest thing is, because Elix is really still, not as mobile as he can be, he's not going downstairs. Between you and me, the basement is a mess. I'm pulling out stuff because these boxes I haven't been through, and everything is just kind of left there. So he's not on, he's not even going to know. So, but listen, I am so excited I get to be on and see everybody, and I'm talking, and I haven't, Ashley, hello, and Anna Treese, hello, and Julia, hello. Julia, everybody, she's the one that named my radio show Through the Static. That's right, at a last minute submission too. I had almost 200 on the contest I did. I think it was 179 submissions. And Julia, we went out to dinner with her, her boyfriend Ryan, the family, and Julia's just like, oh yeah, Through the Static, and I ultimately ended up picking that. So, okay. Hey, Sheila and Karen, it's so good to see everybody. Donna Delvecchio's in the house. Donna, based on my posting on Facebook, sent me something that I'm not going to get into because it was personal to me. It was the most beautiful thing that I think anyone has ever sent me, and it had me in tears, just in reference to the posting I put about my dad and losing him when I was 8 years old. And Donna, I love you for doing that, and I'm so glad that I get to see you again and just to tell you how much I loved it. And it's something that I'll never get rid of. and I looked at it today again. So, hey, Minx and Victoria and Marianne. And by the way, before I start doing readings, I got to tell you something really important, very important. Now, I'm just very easygoing, right? But see this right here? See this name when I was a teller, right? See the first name, Stephen? If you reference me as Steve, you're getting booted off here. You're going to be banned. No Steve. I hate Steve. I go by Stephen and Stephen alone. So no Steve, or I'll come to your house with a whip and whip it out of you. So, but some people, I get it. You didn't know, so now you know, Stephen. So, Jane, exactly where's Heidi? I don't know. I love you too, Minx. I'm really excited to be here. So, and Elix is, Dorothea, how are you? Elix is upstairs. I think he's got a call for work. So, let's do some. Nancy, I love that. So let me just tell you something that's going to lead into these. David, you get it. See, David gets it. David doesn't do Dave. It's just David. So to kind of like run right to some of the readings I'm going to do. When I was standing in line today in the restaurant, there was a couple of people in front of me, and I had to back up because their auras were really off. Not bad, but just really off. And, I bring it up because, I'm sure most of you know that our auras are like our energy fields around us, right? And they when they're healthy, they're like egg-shaped. They're around us. And when they're not healthy, they're kind of all over the place. And, when they're healthy, they extend out far. But that's where when you meet somebody, or even if you're just standing in line, that's the first interaction you get. Most people think the first interaction is if they turn around the person in front of them and says hi, right? But it's not. It's the first interaction you get is that, imagine you got a bubble around you. So when you are standing in line and someone's in front of you, someone's behind you, your bubble of energy starts like hitting the person's energy, their bubble, and you can start feeling it. And if you have a very healthy aura, and the person in front of you or behind you doesn't, you're going to start having this friction, and you're going to start actually feeling it. Now, that's just for the regular mainstream person. Now, if you're someone like an empath, forget about it. I mean, it's just, I sound like I was in a Mafia Rhode Island movie, didn't I? Forget about it. The Providence in me is coming out. So it's just something I wanted to share with you, because if you are ever standing in a line and all of a sudden you're starting feeling a little weird, I guarantee you it's probably because you're connecting to someone's energy that's not the best. That's why everybody should protect themselves. So, hey, Benz. I think Benz gets the award for being so far away, I think. So bad juju. Yeah, Karen, exactly. But let me tell you, if anyone is in Rhode Island and go to Providence, go to La Gran Parada, it was fabulous. It was fantastic. So, hey, Lori, how are you? Heidi, I don't know what's been going on, but you're failing me. Even your aunt was like, where's Heidi? I don't understand. I'm going to have a conversation offline with Heidi. So, and guess what? Wednesday, we're back. We're going to be back, or at least I know I am. I'm in Fort Lauderdale now. Sheila, that's interesting you just put that, because one of the things I was going to ask to start these readings is that I keep getting somebody's in Florida, and I wasn't sure if somebody went to Florida or is in Florida. And the precious Jane Ubell Meyer, I love her, is here. So I was tuning in, and I kept getting someone in Florida, because I could tell that I could see the state. You know how Florida's got that sort of very different kind of outline, and I knew I was there, and because I was like on water. I mean, I could see water skis and jet skis, and so tell me if hey, Gidget, my favorite name, Gidget's here. Tell me if you're there to Lisa, you went to Florida also. Were you on the water, or I mean, because I keep feeling like I'm either on a boat or maybe on jet skis, or somebody is. And usually I wait to get on to start doing readings, but lo and behold, Spirit doesn't wait for me, and they just started chatting with me, because it's a mom figure stepping forward to to let me know that she wants the person I'm connecting to know that she was with them in Massachusetts. So, Colleen, Massachusetts, hey. Virgin Island, maybe. Heidi, I don't. My sister and her 2 kids just came back from Miami and did a lot of water things. Yes. So God, it could be. Lisa, because David, I know your mom is here. Lisa, is your mother crossed? I was walking on the beach today on a pier, so I think I'm down to Lisa or Sheila. Either one of you, your moms cross, a mom or a mother-in-law? Hey, Shelly, Maine. Shelly, we, like I talk like I'm plural. I love Maine. Well, I'm talking about Elix, but we love Maine. Every year we go to a Sedgwick and spend some time up there, and it doesn't get any better than Maine. It just doesn't. My mom's birthday is a week from Monday, her first birthday since she passed. Oh my God, Sheila and Lisa, you're not helping me here. You're both moms across. So this mom's saying I can't go forward because I got to figure out Sheila or Lisa. All right, give me something else, Mama. Two. Lisa or Sheila, where's the 2 come in? Are there 2 kids? Are you of 2 kids? Sometimes it could be February or the 2nd of the month, but it feels like my mom's birthday is February 1st. Let me just see something. My mom's birthday. Lisa, it's gotta be you then. Even though it could also and 2 kids. I was going to say, Sheila, listen to me too, because it could be both. But Lisa, I think I'm with you. So mom's birthday is February 1st. So mom's birthday is coming up to say happy birthday. So Lisa, just know that it's just a way that your mom's saying that she's with you. And that's why she brought up Florida. Lisa, was there like a snorkeling? I don't know if it was this time or because I can feel like I'm getting your mother's putting stuff on my feet and it feels like it's fins. I just don't know if this is something when she was living or if it was something that you did. I don't know I can't remember if you're the one that said Sheila, you have 2 kids. Oh, it's another way that your mom. I love it. Also, to let you both know that your moms are watching. My mom passed 21 years ago today. Wow, Annette. So getting back to Sheila and Lisa, listen, their spirit's not. My mom passed a year ago today, and I just got back from Florida. Oh, Donna, you're killing me. Probably when she was living. It could have been. It could be. It could be. See what Spirit's doing to me? Michael, Michelle, Mark, one of you is connected to the M. Where does the M come in? Either living or crossed. And it could be, it almost makes me feel it could be a middle name too, like John Michael or someone is either here or crossed with the M connection. Ashley, I wish. No, of course not, Ashley. I'm doing readings, crazy. That's my mom's son's name is Michael. Nicholas and Nathan. No, Lisa, listen to me. This is what this mother keeps giving me, is this M. Hey, Richard. Hey, Rick. How are you? My ex-husband was Michael, and my son's middle name is... Sheila, it's got to be you and Lisa combined. I thought I was feeling a middle name was Michael, so my ex-husband was Michael, and my son's middle name is Michael. Sheila, how wild is it that your mother's pulling out your mother, and I'm sure your ex is very nice, but when I just tuned into your mother said about your ex, so she just wants to give a reference to Michael. To your son, whose middle name is Michael, to let you know. There's also music, Sheila. I don't know if one of the kids played music or this is your ex-husband, but this music, because when I hear a piano, it doesn't necessarily have to be a piano. but there's some kind of music connected. So either someone played something. It also sometimes can be someone who's crossed that wants to step forward. Yeah, she didn't care for my ex. Sheila, I know your mother, I swear to God, your mother just was like, like move along, Betty. Your mother's really funny too. She's got a really good sense of humor and just a beautiful heart, Sheila, very caring. My son plays guitar and oh wow. Oh my God, so how wild is this that your mom's just really tuning in to let you know that she's watching? Sheila, your mother did this to me. And there's a couple of things your mom says, Sheila. Now, this is Sheila's mom's in the house. And Sheila, your mother is very strong because she just knocked everybody out. So I'm with you. She just did this to me. When I see this, it means at nighttime, your mom's with you. A lot of times for us at nighttime, it gets a little sad at nighttime. I mean, I'm sure, Sheila, you have your kids, you've got a lot of people around you and a lot of support. But sometimes at nighttime when you're going to sleep, it's just kind of, I always call it, it's sort of I call it open lines, meaning that you're in bed and your mind is just sort of like before it goes to bed, you may be thinking of things, but you start getting these open lines, right? And that's when you start thinking of people who have crossed and missing your mom and anybody else. So it's a way to let you know that your mom's with you every night. And when she's doing this, it's just trying to help you go to sleep. What is she talking about? Your mother, Sheila, is talking about the side of a house, it looks like. This is really weird what your mom's talking about, Sheila. So I don't know if somebody in someone's house needs siding or is going to get siding or just got siding. It's your mom's bringing me to a experience I had when someone on 4th of July was doing fireworks, and one of the fireworks came out of the yard and it wasn't supposed to, and it hit the side of a house, and it actually like smoked. It didn't burn, but it smoked a little bit. Or someone does construction or housing. Where'd you go? You gotta tell me Sheila, if you know what your mother's talking about. I'm going to do vital signing in the spring. Sheila, you're freaking me out. That's your mom. And Sheila, so where's the dad come in? Who's the dad? There's a dad's energy that steps forward too. For you. I cannot believe you're going to do siding in the spring. Like if your mother doesn't know about that. Your mother just looked at me and said, of course I know. Of course I watch my daughter. What was I going to say? Sheila, she talks about the brother, but I don't know if it's Sheila's mother kicked my mother right out of the stack. Lisa, your mother's still here. Just make sure you listen because there's one mic, but your mother is definitely here also. But yes, Sheila's mother is kind of front and center right now. My dad passed after her. Oh my God! So your dad's stepping forward too. What was I just gonna? I was just gonna say something. Do you have a brother? I don't know if she's talking about her brother or your brother, but she's talking about my brother is. Oh my God, Sheila, you're killing me. Your brother is passed since 2012, so your brother's stepping forward. That's why I asked. I wasn't sure if it was yours or hers because it felt like it was with her, and I just assumed like it would be an uncle, and I guess I shouldn't assume. So it's your brother who's stepping forward. It's this is like a reunion for you. Sheila, your oh my God, your brother is crying. Your brother's thanking you also. Just keeps thanking you and thanking you and thanking you for Sheila. But why does your brother say 3? Is it you, your brother, and someone else, or the month of March? Your brother keeps putting 3 fingers up. So there's something with 3. Next time we do this, I haven't done this in a while. Next time I do it, I'm going to actually call people so that I don't have to wait. And it's much nicer that everyone can hear. And I can actually get through more readings too when I do that. Because I put the phone right here and I put it on speaker so everybody can hear. So, hey, London's in the house. Navdeep, how are you? It's good to see you. So Sheila, tell me about why your brother's giving three. So when I get three, it's either there's Laura or Michigan. How are you? I have another brother alive. Oh my God! So he's just giving a validation to your brother here. So how wild is that, David? Angels in the house. David, how are you? Happy New Year. We will see you Wednesday. So Sheila, how wild is that your brother stepping forward wants to make sure you know. Your brother talks about, Sheila, an addiction. There's some kind of addiction that he's talking about, and I don't know if he's talking about him or if he's talking about someone here. I don't know yet, but there's an addiction. You know, it's interesting. When Spirit gives me the word addiction, as opposed to a lot of times Spirit will just give me, I'll see a needle going in, which I know that's usually substance abuse, or I see alcohol. Your brother just gives me addiction. So, hey, Judy from Colorado, how are you? That's where one of our dogs is from, Colorado Springs, that we went out to get him. So let me get back, Sheila. So, but you're both my brothers were addicted to drugs. Oh boy, Sheila, that's why he's giving me the addiction. I love your brother, Sheila, because you don't know, your brother in spirit, you don't know what you've done for him and what you've given him, because, I mean, when he steps forward with tears in his eyes, and he also, Sheila, talks about how he was not the easiest. I get that he brought up the addiction, and you're telling me that he had substance abuse issues, and I get that people with substance abuse issues are not easy sometimes, but he just kind of he said at some points he was mean. He just wasn't nice, and I just said to him, but that wasn't you, that was the drugs. I shouldn't say that because I didn't experience it. I can just feel how much love he has for you, Sheila. So he's bringing that in. Sheila, all of them are around in the house because your mother just said that your brother aggravates you all the time in the house, and he moves things all the time. So if you're finding things are moving and you think that it's just you're losing your mind or you're just getting older, it's not the case. It's your bro doing it. He keeps talking about a door, like it sounds like it's creaking, and I don't know if it's a door that he knows. I forgive him. I understand. Sheila, I'm not surprised you just said that, because as soon as I tune into you, there's angels all around you. You've got such a beautiful aura around you. That's why I started talking before I started doing readings about auras, and I could feel the mix of colors of your auras, and you've got a heart of gold. And what your mother just said to me, that 2020 is it for you. Like, this is a really, really great year for you. So I thought it was my... What is that? I think my eyes are going. Or I feel like I'm on. I thought it was my fibro fog. Sheila, it's your auras. But your brother talks about the door. Tia, Turks and Caicos. I wish I was in Turks and Caicos with you, Tia. It's good to see you. Good to hear from you. But Sheila, getting back to you and your brother and your mother, watch the fibromyalgia FARG. I don't know. I mean, I know that's a condition, but I get it. Oh no, I mean it's pretty incredible, your auras, Sheila. Really, really wild. Just make sure you listen to either the sound of a door opening, or actually a door just moves, or your brother just said it's a closet door. That's what it is. Is it a closet door or a cabinet, a kitchen cabinet door? It's something that you may think it's closed, and you come back in and you swear it was closed and it was opened. It's just a way that, Spirit picks certain things, and your brother's just telling me because he loves you, he just wants to make sure you get that you know, if you see that, you know that it's your brother giving that as a validation. So, which is a beautiful thing, right? I mean, you've got so many loved ones with you, and there's no question that your brother, when he crossed, became your guardian angel. So, but he keeps putting the white light on your brother who's here too. So just make sure you know that. And I'm going to leave that with you, Sheila, and I thank your mom for starting this, and then your dad and your brothers, and brother and everybody else that came through. It's a great thing. I have a linen closet in my bedroom closet that opens up a lot. I thought it was my cat. Sheila, I love this. And just know that obviously it could be your cat, but there's a good portion of times that it's not. It's your brother who just is sort of, your brother's an aggravator, because I can feel him. It's almost like if you had I'm not saying you do, but if you had just an anal personality, like a type A personality, and want everything closed, or so your brother's just going to kind of open it to say he's going to play with you and just kind of get you going. So Sheila, listen, I'm so glad you came on tonight and I got to do this, because all your loved ones, starting with your mom, is so beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I am going to leave lots of love to you, Sheila, and Happy New Year. And thank you for letting me do that. And, the great thing, Sheila, is that, this is Facebook Live. So it's on my Facebook page. I'm going to post this on my YouTube page, so you can go back and listen to make sure that you remember the stuff that your mom and your father and your brother said, and all these great validations. So, which is really great. So, but we bug who we love. Sheila, absolutely. That's when spirit comes through, or if people are here, that's always the underlying principle, right? When you aggravate someone, it's because you love them, right? You want to get that interaction with them, and he still wants that interaction with you because he's your guardian angel. So I love it. Sheila, lots of love to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, so let me ask you, usually I will stop picking people, but Spirit's already on the next person. So who connects to somebody who lost a leg, or it was an amputee? And I think it's someone crossed already, but someone maybe that had gout or diabetes in something. It could be a foot, it could be a toe, it could be a leg, but I can see the wheelchair, and I can see someone's missing something. Could be an arm, I don't know yet. I often go back and listen to the recordings of the readings you have given me. Brenda, I love that. So, yeah, Tammy, there's no question. It's Kyle. No question at all. So, Lisa, look at you were blaming Sheila's mom, and your mom's back again. So it's got to be your mom's back if your grandfather lost a leg. Because I could see someone in a wheelchair and just sort of losing. I kept feeling the bottom of my leg and it wasn't there. So it's back to you, Lisa. It's back to mom stepping forward. Lisa, but where's the there's also a father figure coming in. I can't tell though if it's your dad or if it's your mom's dad. So in other words, your grandfather coming in. Tell me if so at the Chateau in Norton, my brother came through. Wish I could hear from my... Erica, well, I'm glad that you got to see me in the Chateau, and just hang on. I have to finish... Tell me, Lisa, my father and... Your father and stepfather are crossed. Okay. So just know... Bob, Bill, Barbara, where's Bob? Where's the I don't know if this is Bob, Barbara, Bill. There's a was my mom's Oh, it was my mom's dad. Oh, so it was your grandfather. Oh, I got it. So he's giving a reference to it's that side. I love it. I love that it's your mom's dad, that he's just letting you know that he's here. He's got a really funny sense of humor too, your grandfather, because he just picked up a leg, kidding around, of course, and was like doing this to me. So he's already stepping forward with a great sense of humor. But he also said that, he just said my granddaughter has a really good sense of humor. Bob is my friend's dad who lost a... Are you kidding me? So Bob is my friend's dad who lost a leg, but who's still... Oh, wait a minute. Sheila, can you tell your mother to get out of here? No, I'm just kidding. Wow, it's a double validation. Wow, Sheila, I can't believe that. So Bob is still here, right? Or is he? Is he here or crossed? Bob's my friend's dad who lost. Or maybe he's crossed. Maybe he's coming forward for your friend. Maybe that's it. Unless Lisa, Lisa, are you drinking? There's a lot of LOLs here. Are you laughing at me? Look, everyone's laughing at me. So Lisa, is there a Bob or Barbara or Bill? I mean, there's no question, Sheila, that it is also referencing your friend's dad who lost a leg too. So it's got to be him. Bob passed, yeah. So just know that it's your friend's. It's just your friend's dad stepping forward. One microphone. And they know before you finish or when I finished, Lisa, I mean, Sheila, if you get in a dark alley with Lisa, I would run the other way. I'm just saying. But it's a way that there's one microphone. And before I finish with you, Sheila, your friend's father, Bob, that has the lost leg, and Bob is saying, oh my God, Sheila can tell my friend. So just share that. And, you do what you feel is comfortable. I always tell you what Spirit tells me. Spirit says, Bob says, you got to tell. I don't know if your friend's a girl. You got to tell my child. But it's up to you. It depends on how comfortable you feel. So, all right, Lisa. So now we're back here. So you had a cousin Barbara, but Barbara's crossed, right? The way it sounds, it must be had a cousin Barbara. If that's the case, it's just your cousin coming in to let you know that she's here. So, were you not really that close to Barbara, your cousin? This is kind of one of the good things. Was I right that you weren't that close, or you were that close? It just felt like you weren't that close, or she was far away, or there wasn't a close connection. Is that correct? Give me another yes, Lisa. Come on. No, not close. Lisa's getting snippy with me. No, I'm kidding. Lisa, perfect. So it's just that when your cousin came through, the first thing she said to me was she gave me this symbol, which means that she wasn't close here in the physical world, but she wants to let you know that she's always with you. And I love when, Lisa, I love this. I love when we have our loved ones who cross over that we really weren't close to, and all of a sudden they tell me to tell the person that they're always with them, they're around them, they're sort of like guardian angels. And you may, at this point, Lisa, say, but we weren't really close. I could never explain it. I think until I get into spirit myself, I'll be able to understand it. But until then, I'll never be able to understand it or explain it. Sometimes when, if we're in the same generation, sometimes the answer is that because we're in the same generation, your cousin jumps onto sort of your life and lives vicariously through you. So therefore is guiding you, following you, watching you, helping you. That's what it's about. So just know cousin Barbara just wants to let you know that she's here. What is your mother? Your mother's and oh my God, I'm telling them to slow down. They're talking so. Your mother's talking so fast. What is she talking about? Lisa, is there I've never heard this word in all the readings I've done. I've never heard this word in spirit. A spirit telling me this, but is there a connection to a bike, like a moped or a motorcycle connected to you? Or does someone bike a lot, or competition, or I have to start here because I honestly have never heard this term before, and I got to figure out what your mother's talking about. So if I'll know if you tell me whether or not that makes sense, because then I can go from there. If not, then I got to figure out what she's talking about. And it could be someone, I mean, that did have like a motorcycle and doesn't have it anymore, or maybe does have it, or someone crossed. But it feels like your mother's talking about a bike. The problem is I can't tell whether it's like a 10-speed bike, a like a dune buggy, a motorcycle. I had a motorcycle years ago. My son was also. Oh, I cannot believe that you had. I had a motorcycle years ago. I love that, Lisa. So I sort of thought that's what your mom was talking about, but she gave me a new symbol, which I love, because now the next time I see that symbol, I'm going to automatically know I need to go to a motorcycle or BMX. So my husband has a motorcycle. Hey, it's great, huh? It's beautiful. So it's just letting you know that your mom's watching you. There's something here in the throat area, like a cough. I don't know if this is COPD. Sheila, you're sometimes, like I told you, your mom's powerful. Sometimes spirit do not want to leave, and your mother Sheila clearly is like, oh, this is the Sheila and Mom show. Nobody else is on here, so I'm just gonna keep talking. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying. I really am trying. I think it's really funny though, Sheila. It is. Where was I? Oh my God, Sheila, your mother's throwing me off. Lisa, let me get back to you. What was I just saying? Carrie, hold that thought. Right. Isn't that so sad that you're answering me? I forgot what I asked you. Right. I don't remember what I just asked you. This is bad. Maybe something's going on. Maybe I'm getting old. So let me just move forward with AJ, how are you with Mama? Your mother showed me, the throat thing, that's right. Okay, Karen, I love you. Look at everybody, the throat. Yes, the throat. So Lisa, I wasn't sure if that's, not you, Sheila, your mother. Is it crossed or someone here? It feels like I'm having so many issues here, and I don't know if it's throat cancer, if it's COPD, because I'm coughing, and there's something. Is that for you again, Sheila? COPD? It's something connected here, and it's a breathing issue too, because when I feel like I have asbestos going through me, it just automatically means that there's breathing issues. So my stepfather had COPD. Okay, and you said he's crossed. It's just, it's a beautiful way, Lisa, to let you know who is stepping forward to kind of separate. I got it. The COPD, to let you know that it's your stepdad or it's your father, it's your mother. Lisa, were you not there for a crossing? Like your dad or your father-in-law? Were you not there when he actually crossed? I'm getting my symbol for being pulled back, and it almost makes me feel like I don't make it in time or I'm not there. And I just don't know who it is. At least it's for you. I just don't know who it is. Like, or was somebody on their way, or somebody just. So I say that, Lisa, because someone holds on to something, like someone here in the physical world. Anyone want to give you? Jane, you got me personally, like almost daily. Look at Jane. Like, yeah, you get me like anytime you want. Lisa, I was late for my dad. Oh, so wow. So here comes your mom, right, and gives specifics. Then comes your stepdad, and now your dad, just to let you know that he's here also. There was, you know what, Lisa, there was someone very distant and I don't know if this is you and your dad or stepdad or somebody else, but someone sort of broke apart the relationship. Someone, and I don't know if this is when they crossed or when it was a period of time, because there was, I feel this, something happened here. Sometimes it even, could be like your dad. If your dad, was doing this with somebody in the family, but there's your father-in-law do this with me. So they're talking about somebody not getting along, or there's always a reason why they bring these things up. It's not really, to to share secrets about a family. It's really about healing. That's what this is all about, right? I mean, why I do this is for people to, for the most part, is to heal. People hold on to guilt, or for whatever reason. My brother. So was your brother sort of separated from your dad or your mom? Is that that's what they're talking about? Because that's what I kind of keep feeling, and it's just it's a way that spirit, like your dad, is just giving a reference to, he doesn't want you, your brother, anybody else to hold on to things, because again, when we go into spirit, we're I love you too, Jane. My brother hated. Oh my God, Lisa, there it is. I sort of thought that was it, but because with your dad doing this, it's a way that your dad steps forward with, like, just all, I mean, I almost want to say forgiveness, but it would be more, it would be more forgiveness of wanting to let your I get that, Lisa. I get it. Your brother's still here though, right? Or is he? Or is he here? Or is he crossed? All I can tell you is that your father steps forward, but I was there for him. So your brother's crossed, I assume. It's a way, Lisa, that your father is just giving such a beautiful sentiment of, it doesn't matter. And when he's in the spirit, he's here. Okay, that's why your father's bringing it up. So it's your father, and I say your father comes forward with forgiveness. It's tough to say forgiveness because in spirit we don't have what I call this like earthly crap and stuff. So it's more about like wanting anyone here in the physical world to forgive themselves or forgive their actions, or even if it wasn't anything very, very serious or bad, that's what your dad's just giving as a reference. So, but he's always there with you, and your father-in-law also is always around. Because I can feel him on the side of you. So it's just a great way to let you know that he's here. So I'm going to leave that with you, and thank you for holding on when Sheila's mother just took over the whole stage. Thank you, Lisa, for letting me do that, and lots of love to you. I appreciate it, because everybody stepping forward has just got such beautiful energy, and that's all they want is, imagine everybody that's on here watching, every single person has spirit, and they're screaming to try to grab the microphone because everybody wants to talk to you. No, Lisa, thank you. Thank you very much. So let me try to not tune in. David, thank you. No, David, you're amazing. And I know I've talked about many times about the doll of me that David did. I'm going to have to bring that back. It's in my office and everybody loves it, but I'm going to have to bring it home or in the studio when we do Through the Static so I can show it again, because I think it definitely needs to be shown again. So, Gidget, that's not what Elix says. That I'm funny. No, I don't think so. No, he does. Marianne, thank you. You know what? Marianne just said she loves the necklace. So this was given to me on my 25th anniversary with Elix. And he surprised me. And this was done by a gentleman, an artist named John Hardy. And every single piece that you purchase, a tree is planted in Bali just to help the environment. So when he saw this, and these two are referencing spirit, really, they're referencing two souls. So when he read about this particular piece, of course, with spirit, he had to get it. And then with helping nature, because the two of us are so green and helping, he had to get it. So thank you for saying that. I love it too. And, I wear it all the time. Hey, Carla. Even though, you know what? One day I went to get my hair cut, and on the way home, I stopped at the supermarket. Someone who watches the show, watches Facebook Live. I had never met them, but they watched. So they said, Steven, and they told me their name because I don't get to see faces. And we're chatting. She gave me a big hug. It was so great. It was so cool. And like the first thing out of her mouth was, "Where's your necklace?" And I don't wear it when I get my hair cut because I'm always afraid, like as they're, and Piero, who works at Salon Matteo Joseph, I believe. I hope I'm not screwing that up. Oh my God, what town is it in Mass? I can't remember. Oh my God, well you can, he is the best. He's the best stylist. But I always get afraid, like, with brushes or combs, it's going to hook on this chain and it's going to break, and I just don't want to, deal with it. I can't remember the town. So, I love how it always looks different. Marianne, that's not even purposely. That's when I take it off every night because I don't wear it all the time. And when I pick it back up, sometimes the ring falls off. And when I put it back on, it goes longer. And Elix will say, "What the hell's going on with that necklace?" I'm like, "I don't know." It's just one of those things, right? So, do you have anything for me? It's nearly 1 o'clock, middle of the night. I am waiting so many days on your live Facebook radio. Navdeep. So Navdeep, you're the one that's from London, right? Navdeep, this is interesting. Oh my God, you got a lot of spirit. But the first thing I heard when I tuned into you, first of all, I know I told you that I love your name, but secondly, I keep getting searching for something. Like they keep pointing at you and keep saying she's searching, and so let's just see if they give me more. Because I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know if they're talking about searching for like a love interest or searching for oh. Okay, Navdeep. So let me just tell you. So there's a young male coming through for you. When spirit comes through and they say like a young male or young female, it doesn't necessarily mean young in the sense of like 6 years old. A young male means, 6, 16, 26, 36, 46, all the way up to probably like even 60s, because 60s is still young. It just means, young male means that someone who we didn't expect to leave this earth when they did. So Navdeep, who's the male that went really fast? He went very, very fast. He's stepping forward. I don't know how close he is to you. I don't know if sometimes spirit that go really fast may have been in school and, someone, maybe tragically got killed in an accident or an overdose or something like that. Or it could be a friend. So Navdeep, hopefully at 1 a.m. you haven't fallen asleep on me, so I can figure out where I'm going with this. But he keeps standing next to you. Erica, wow. Oh my God! So there's so many tragedies. It's my boy who left us this month. Oh, wait a minute, Navdeep, is this your son? It's my boy who left us this month, 3 years. Oh boy. Oh, tell me if this is, yes, oh my God, Navdeep, that's your son. I mean, boy, I can tell you something. The reason why I have this reaction, first and foremost, it's because you lost a child. But more, I mean, I wouldn't say more importantly, but right on the heels of that is that he comes through with so much emotions for you, Navdeep, that he's with you, and He just said to me that when you wrote, what you just wrote about, you've been waiting, it's 1:00 in London. He just said to me, my mom just said, if anybody comes through, just please have me come through. And I know you're gonna acknowledge that, because he just told me that you just said you've got to come through. Oh, I just need to hear from one person. It's you to your son. So, and what does he do? He comes through first and just wants to let you know that he's here with you. And because he says that he goes fast, he also wants to make sure, Navdeep, I am searching for him. Wow. Just know that this is all part of why he used the word search, and it's just to let you know that he's with you. He wants to first and foremost make sure you know that he was not scared and he didn't suffer, and he wants to make sure you know that, Navdeep. And he also just said to me that, Stephen, I could not have had a better mom. She was the best mom in the entire world, and you've got to make sure you get that, Navdeep. You've got to let that sink in, because everything that comes out of my mouth when I'm doing these readings, there's a reason for it. And for him to say that, there's a complete, there's a reason for it. I don't know why he keeps saying, there's, first of all, he just told me that he was an old soul also. I can feel an old soul, but he also tells me that it's not your fault. I don't know what that means, Navdeep. Hopefully you get that. He just keeps saying it wasn't your fault. I don't know if you weren't around him maybe, or but oh my God, he's so loving. Like when he steps forward, he's got so much love for not just for mom, which obviously is the he just said, "Where's dad? Where's dad?" Navdeep, who teaches something too? I know I'm throwing a lot at you. Is there a teacher connected to you? Your son just gave me the alphabet above the phone. So that's my symbol for teaching. I could not even saw him last time. I wasn't around. Wow. So, oh my God, Navdeep, please know that's why he just said what he did, is that from his heart, he's saying, it's okay, Ma, it's okay. He doesn't want you to hold on to anything. This boy loves you so much, and when he was here in the physical world and when he's in spirit, and he's got this big smile. I know how impressive he is, because as I'm trying to talk to you, you're a teacher. Oh my God, Navdeep. I just saw he just showed me the alphabet and says, talk about the teacher. So, wow. I'm getting so excited with him, because the reason being is that as I'm giving you these messages, he's like, these people going by high-fiving him. And I just said to him, who's that? He was like, I don't know. I'm like, well, who's that? I don't know. He's like the mayor up there. He knows everybody. And he knows, he just said to me, he knows on so many levels and so many layers, how your heart has just been crushed. But not just crushed, Navdeep. It's been crushed and thrown. There's no more heart. It's just shattered. It's just thrown all over. And what your son is saying is that he's such a handsome. I just left due to wow. He just said to me, tell my mom, don't worry, because I know where exactly every piece of those pieces of heart went, and he's going to pick each piece up, and he's going to recreate this beautiful heart of yours, because you really do have a beautiful heart. Navdeep, you also have not had it easy either. Your son just said she's got to forgive herself, because I'm not really sure the specifics, but your son just said, Mom did not have it easy. She was pretty much knocked down a lot. And he just wants to give that as a testimony or a testament to saying, you're still here and how strong you are. But Navdeep, I'll tell you something. Everything I just told you, you've got to You're going to have to go back and make sure you watch this to get what your son's saying. But one of the things that he also says is that you've got to recapture. I know you've just been through so much. You've been through hell with your son crossing. But you've got to recapture your soul and who you are, because you forget who you are and what you bring to the table. You're an incredible person. And when that's gone and lost, your life becomes chaotic. Even though your son says there was times that it was chaotic. So of things, it was rough, Navdeep. That's what he's telling me. Just things. Let me just put it this way: things that you kind of experienced that you really should not have experienced. That were almost like not your control. I don't know if this was a very bad relationship. I'm not really sure what it is. All I know is that you've got to remember that you asked and said you wanted somebody, and the first person that came through was the person that I'm sure you wanted was your son, and that's what he's around. Did you just look at a picture of him, or why does he talk about? I don't know if did these comments stop. Were you just looking at a picture of him? He just shows me there's a picture of him, and it makes me feel like it's in your hand, or terrible divorce, domestic violence. I was doing everything for him. It's like everything stopped. Oh, Navdeep. I mean, we've never even met, and to just think of it this way. For him to actually pretty much give me what I just said, and for you just to verify exactly what he just said, is just a beautiful way to say that he knows everything you did for him, and knows, but it's not just your son. It's also, you've got, there's a mom figure. It feels like it's a grandmother though, stepping forward and just giving you a beautiful reference, and saying that out of all, and hear me well, Navdeep, out of all the generations that have come through in your lineage, you really possess the most strength out of all these generations. It's almost like all the generations of women built or accumulated this strength and kept accumulating and accumulating, and almost when you came, just actually dropped it on you. There's a reason, because your son just said to me, Stephen, the stuff my mom went through, a lot of women wouldn't even be here, whether they turn to substance abuse and kill themselves or just commit suicide. The fact that my mom's still here, Navdeep, you have to know your son's giving you this beautiful message, is that there's a reason for it, there's a meaning. It's his pic right in front of my eyes. Sorry about spell, that's okay. Navdeep, look at that. You're looking at it right now, and it just means that he's right with you. His spirit, his energy, his essence is right there with you. As you're watching it, you're not watching it by yourself, you're watching it with him. How amazing is that? And your son just said, Ma, don't worry about it. At some point, we're going to meet again. We're going to be together. So just ride this. And Navdeep, I'll tell you something. You've got something coming up that either is already in your mind as an idea, maybe in reference to the way your son died or crossed, or a program or a fundraiser. There's something coming. I'm not really sure if it already has. It almost feels like it's sort of coming. It's a way that your son's saying, Ma, you're needed to be here because of what happened to me. Now I can actually be sort of your assistant, and I can help whatever you're thinking about, or whatever program you're going to get involved with, whether you create it, whether you become a part of it. It's just a way that your son's going to be with you. But I said this, I think, in the first reading. This is going to be such a better year for you, Navdeep. Your son just said, your son is so wise for a young man, and just said, please just tell my mother, just hang on. Just hang on. It's getting better. It's going to get better. So just make sure all these validations, you keep with you hold close to your heart, because that's where your son is. I have never had Spirit tell me, as your son just told me, that he was actually just going to pick up the parts of your heart to put it back together. I'm doing charity work, running for charities as well, so that he would be proud. Navdeep, you're going to make me cry. Because your son, he just said how proud he is of you, and that's why he wanted to give the reference to what you just said, is that he's running with you, he's with you. And this, at some level, your son knew that this was going to be a short life, but he said to me, Stephen, this was really about quality, not quantity. So what he got in his life here, especially with you, but I'll tell you, the last thing, Navdeep, so that you can hopefully go to sleep with a smile in your heart, because your heart's coming back, because your son told me, you've got to know and you've got to remember that today, your son said, is the day that you let go of anything that's holding on. Any guilt, any survivor's guilt, anything that's holding on between you and your son. Navdeep, me too, with your boy. But today's the day that you change your life when you wake up tomorrow morning. You let it go, and that's what your son wants. And he did an amazing job to let you know and give you all these validations, right? To let you know that he's with you. And he said, Ma, listen, you're not alone. I'm doing this with you. So as you keep moving forward, he's going to be right with you. And I will tell you that Navdeep, thank you for letting me do this. And I love the fact that when you put that posting about, it's 1 a.m., your son directed me, and pretty much your son was like, Stephen, you got to do this for my mom. She needs this. This is so necessary. And I'm so glad I was able to do this. And I am giving you hugs through the universe, through the internet. And I tell you, when you finally get these hugs in a couple of seconds, just know that it's not me, it's your son. That's what he's doing. So, and how much he loves you. So Navdeep, so much love to you. And I really feel so honored that I was able to do that for your son. Make sure you actually go back and listen to this. And I'm sure, like a lot of people say, you'll get even more stuff when you do listen. So, listen, thank you. I can only be on an hour tonight. I thank everybody for coming on. So I'm going to absolutely be doing, Lisa, I love you for doing that. I mean, this blows my mind that Lisa, who I just read, hugs to Navdeep. Lisa, you just put chills through my body that you just did that. That's why I do this, is for all of us to reach out and raise the energy of the world and, make things better. There's so many issues right now with substance abuse, especially the opioid issues. So that's why I love bringing this forward and having us that are here know that our lives still matter. So, before I leave, before Elix kills me, please, just on an administrative note, just know that I'm starting my mediumship class in February. Go to stephenthemedium.com if you're interested. Anybody that feels you may be an empath or you want more, just information, it's 6 weeks. It's all remote, so you can be anywhere in the world to do it. stephenthemedium.com. It's Monday night. It's recorded. You get materials. It's a really great 6 weeks. Every time I finish it, the last week, all the students say they're going to miss it. They don't want it to end, because I have a lot of fun with it too. So Wednesday, I'll be back on the radio through the Static, WARA. You can find this all on my website, 5 to 6. Hopefully with Coach Elix will be there. And I have promised that I'm going to be doing more of these readings, live readings, because the radio station is very difficult, because it's very difficult to get through. And that hour goes by fast. This way I can do more. So lots of love. Jazz hands from Stephen the Medium. And I hope everyone has a great, great Sunday. Happy New Year and great week. Okay? Bye-bye. Lots of love.